guys, it's Josephine, aka the bad-headed beau. You already know the drill. So today's video is gonna be really quick, actually, and I'm just gonna basically be talking to you guys about what happened to me last week. So, as you all know, if you don't, I didn't post any video last week. I didn't post a video on Wednesday. I didn't post a video on Saturday, and we all know that's Joe's posting days. We all know this. So basically I just want to tell you like what happened. Last week I was very overly stressed and I had a lot on my plate where I did not have time, quite literally, or the mental capacity to make a video for last week. And sometimes that happens, so you know, you just gotta take it as you go. But the reason that I wasn't able to is because I was making a really big life decision and I needed as much time to myself as possible. Just to flat out say, I dropped out of college. I dropped out of college. So, I'm just gonna talk about like the reasoning why I did that, like the story behind it, and what my plans are to do going forward. So, before I get to the actual dropping out of college process, I just want to give some backstory of me and when I was younger. I was very always into like music and acting and anything theatrics, to be honest. Anything creative, drawing, painting, like literally anything that involved my hands and that involved me self-expression through creativity and imagination, etc. So, from a very young age, I had the idea and the want to be on Broadway, you know, have my name be big in the lights, whatever, have my name be written in the stars, name on the light. Whatever the saying is, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm trying to get at. Basically, as a kid, I wanted to be something big. I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be a famous paint artist, whatever. And I kept that with myself, and as I grew up, I told myself I was going to go to an art school and I was going to further my knowledge and further my experience and further my skills in the arts, just all around, because I did all of it. And junior year came, and that's when we had to meet with our advisors in my high school and with our parents along with us to figure out, all right, what are the next steps? Which college are you going to? What career are you going to be pursuing? And I had a meeting with my dad there and my advisor. My mom was supposed to come, but my mom had to stay home to take care of my my grandma. So in the meeting, my advisor was like, okay, so what is it that you want to do? And I was like, oh, I've always wanted to do the arts. I want to go to an art school. I want to pursue the fine arts and just do an all-around general major of the arts. And she's like, okay, cool. Let me just, I'll look that up for you. So here we have this school, this school, this school, and this school. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, let me start doing my research. My dad was like, wait a second. And I don't blame my dad for doing this. Like, I know my dad meant good intentions and he just wanted me to have a good, sturdy, like a good life, basically. And he was just trying to make sure I was okay. So I don't blame him for doing what I'm about to tell you he did. He's like, we're not doing that. You're gonna get a real job and you are going to get a job that's gonna actually bring you money, because being an artist, being an actress, being this and that is not gonna do it for you. So let's reroute this. What else can she do? And so I'm kind of sitting there, I'm just like, okay, well, I like animals. And my advisor is then sitting there and she's like, animals, okay, animals. Well, we can do this, and this route. Do you like veterinarian? And I was like, yeah, that could work. Whatever, sure. Like whatever. That makes good money, right? Right, Dad? Right? Okay. So basically, I then started going to school for medical off the bat. I liked science and I was very good at science, but it wasn't something I was passionate about. I love animals. Like, I love animals. That was genuine. But I was just basically trying to tell myself that this was the right thing to do and that this was what I should be doing. Fast forward to my sophomore year of college. I'm pursuing animal science and I'm going for veterinarian, and I'm at UConn, and I am having the most difficult time in my classes, to the point where by the end of my first semester at the main campus, because I was at UConn for a year and a half, and I was at a branch campus, which is like kind of like a community college type thing through this school, and I went to the main campus, like the big one. So my first semester at the big school, I was not doing well when it came to my education. I was failing and I wasn't grasping the material. It was hard for me to grasp the material. Like, I loved science, but for some reason nothing was clicking. What's not clicking, Steven? So I ended up dropping out of UConn, changing my majors, changing schools, and changing career paths again. Next, I went to Central Connecticut State University with the intentions of becoming a physician's assistant. So my new major was biomolecular science. Again, very hefty science. I liked doing it. It was fun. It was just very difficult, and I found myself being very much just miserable the whole entire time. And then COVID hit. And from there, I was like, damn, I can't do this. I can't do this because I can't imagine myself being in the hospitals at this height of a pandemic. Like, I couldn't do it. I'm very easily overwhelmed as it is. Being a doctor, no. So, especially because I wanted to be a physician's assistant for cardiovascular. I want to do it for like the heart and for all that. I would have been royally. So once COVID hit, I was like, damn, I can't do this. I can't do this. You know what? I can't do this. So after a year and a half of going to Central, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm good. So then I changed schools again, and I was at Southern Connecticut State University, just pursuing biology, just to get a degree, just to have it. I had no intentions, no plans, no nothing to use it. It was my plan B. If what I really wanted to do didn't work out, I had a major to fall back onto, and I could do something with it, maybe at some point in my life. This past year, really just came into myself, and I've been having my own spiritual awakening. I've been finding myself, and I have been, learning self-love and all these other type of things, and being able to understand what my inner self really wants. And this past year, and past few months especially, I mean, if you already follow my Instagram page, you know that I love fashion and I model part-time. And one of my goals is to make modeling full-time because I have a passion in it. I love doing it. I would absolutely love for that to be one of my big breadwinners. But also that I've loved acting since I was a little kid, I came to realize that that is something I genuinely really want to pursue also. And if I didn't, I would severely be damaging the inner child in myself, because it's something that I've loved and had a very deep-rooted passion for. So I came to realize that I needed to pursue these two things full-time because I wasn't going to college for myself. I was doing it because it's what my parents wanted from me, which is nothing wrong with that, and they have every right to want that of their child, to get a better education and all this other kind of stuff. But it just wasn't what I wanted for myself from the jump. Me finding myself and me coming to this conclusion was like, all right, a little spark, a little light bulb went off in my head, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this simply because I was never supposed to. So I remember that the whole process really kind of came down to it, because I was joking about dropping out of college for this past year. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna drop out of college, I'm tired of this, I can't do it, I'm just so over this. But back in my head I was like, damn, I still low-key have to get my degree. But it came down to it this semester, and I really kind of had my eye opener, and I was like, I literally cannot do this. So I was in my statistics class, and I had only been in this class for 2 weeks. The first week I was like, oh, this is easy, statistics, oh, be a breeze. The very next week, My professor did like a full 180, and he was now like speaking a different language that I did not understand. He speak English, yeah, but like what he was teaching wasn't computing in my brain. And I'm very easily overwhelmed, like I said, and I became very overwhelmed with that. And we had a quiz. And when I took the quiz, I literally could not answer a single question because it just didn't make sense to me. It made sense when I was looking at the lectures, I was watching him do the lectures, but when it actually came down to me doing the work, I literally couldn't know, I didn't know how to do it. I had no idea how to do it. And I remember getting up after class, going to the bathroom, crying and crying and crying because I was like, I can't fail this class. And it came down to me like, you know what? I'm just dropping out. I already have been talking about it. It's always something I've been wanting to do because I'm not happy doing this. Like I've had a lot of depression, anxiety in the past, and I've thankfully come over that, but I know a lot of my depression and my anxiety had actually stemmed from me going to school and doing something that didn't make me happy, didn't make my inner child happy. And I was putting on this facade and wearing this mask to try to be something that I wasn't. And that caused me a lot of mental health issues. That's one of the reasons why I had a hard time healing from everything I've been through, because I wasn't giving my inner child what I wanted. And I'll make a separate video about that if you guys want to, and how to heal and how to overcome depression and anxiety and all that kind of stuff. I called my dad and I was like, Dad, I can't do this. And he's like, what's wrong? I was like, I'm just feeling so overwhelmed. And I had told him that I had a quiz today and that I was really nervous about it. So he was like, Joe, like, how'd you, like, was the quiz bad? And I told him, like, I didn't answer a single question. He's like, it's okay, just calm down. You know, it'll be okay. You know, just take it day by day. And I was like, Dad, no, like, I'm overwhelmed. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about college. And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, honestly, I'm gonna be just blunt with you. I am only doing this to please you and Mommy. I do not want to be going to college. This is not what I wanted to do. I'm pursuing something that is not making me happy. My dad was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And right then and there, I was like, he's gonna tell me like, too bad, you just gotta do it. He's like, Joe, if you're unhappy doing this and you're doing it for me and your mom, then you're not doing it for the right reasons and you shouldn't be doing it at all. If you want to go to college for your own reasons, fine. I get that, then that's perfect. But if you're doing this to simply please me and your mom, then don't do it, because that's not making me happy. Clearly, like, you're on the phone crying with me. And I basically told my dad like what I wanted to do, what my game plan was. And he was like, no, listen, Joe, your mother and I are super proud of you and we support you. So if this is truly what you want, this is truly what will make you happy, then we'll support you 100%. And I am so blessed to say that, because I know not everybody has parents who would support them in a huge decision like that. And I'm so super blessed, and I love my parents for that. So I got the green light from my dad, called my mom later on. I was like, Mom, this is what I'm going through. And I tried like giving her the rundown of what I told my dad, and she's like, honey, why are you doing this? If you're not happy, why are you doing this? And I was like, you're right. You're right. You're right. So I told her, I was like, Mom, I want to pursue acting. I want to pursue modeling. I want to make that my full-time job. I want that to be what I am doing for a career. She was like, honey, I support you. I know that you've wanted to do this since you were a little girl. So I've always wanted you to do this. I've always tried to push you to do these things. So you know I got your back. You know I support you. And no matter what you do, your dad and I will always love you and will always be proud of you. So literally probably within that same day, the next day I dropped out of my classes, and the feeling of euphoria and the happiness that just like came over me, I started bawling my eyes out because I was just so happy, and I felt like my inner child being so happy that like, you're finally listening to me, you're finally doing what we've wanted since we were yay big. And for the first time in a very long time, I felt like I was doing the right thing. I felt like I was finally moving in the right direction to what will make me happy and to what is the right thing for myself. Because ever since I was younger, like I said, I always knew that something like this was what I was meant for. And I took the first step at 22 years old in order to make part of my dreams happen. And it's just one step that can start it all. So now, Last week was a really big week for me, and moving on from here, I'm going to be starting the process to prepare myself to get ready for acting school, getting a management team, getting an agency for modeling and for acting. Yeah, that's the plan. And my mom even told me, she said, okay, set yourself a time frame so that when you get to a certain point and you have, if you have or you haven't reached that first goal or second goal or third goal that you have put out for yourself, know at that point, okay, maybe it's time for me to retire and start trying to get myself like accumulated, adjusted to real life, like adjusted to like an average life. And I said, okay, you know what, that's fair. If by age 27, 28, I'm not nearly remotely close and nothing has taken off from me to what I want to do, then all right, I will English. I will try and I will adjust my life to fit to a normal lifestyle if that's what I want, but I will accept it at that point because I will have done everything in my power to get myself to where I need to be. So I think I covered everything that I wanted to talk about in this video. I don't know how long it is. I said it was gonna be a quick video, but for how I talk and for how my videos tend to go, they're always not the quickest. On that note, I think that's the end of this video. Thank you guys for listening to my little story time. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for subscribing, liking, and sharing if you have not already. So yeah, that's it for today. I post videos every Wednesday and Saturdays. Mine was an exclusion last week. So like, comment, subscribe. Follow my Instagram page if you have not already. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys have a great night wherever you're tuning in from. Alright, bye guys, love you. Mwah.